Here we go. Working example number 3. Use a table of values in solving a problem. Photo World charges $3 for the first enlargement and $2 for each additional enlargement. Make a table of values showing the cost in relation to the number of enlargements for 1 to 5 enlargements. So we're saying 1 to 5 enlargements, so under the number of enlargements we're going to go from 1 all the way up to 5. That's the first step. Now the cost for the first one is $3, so for 1 you're going to have $3. Then it's $2 for each additional, so I have to add 2, so that becomes 5. Again, add 2, that becomes 7. Add 2 becomes 9, add 2 becomes 11. So those are the values of what you're going to have to pay depending on the number of copies you make. Now the question is this a linear relation? Explain how you know. So this top column, it increases by 1 each time. Or sorry, this top row. The bottom row, it's consistently increasing by 2 each time. Both of these are consistent, these changes. So yes, it is going to be linear. Yes. It is linear. Both N and C increase consistently. So that's how you know. What is an expression for the cost in relation to the number of enlargements? So now this is an interesting process. It's not 1 times 3 is 3, because 2 times 3 is 6, and this isn't 6. And 3 times 3 is 9, which it isn't that either. So here's the trick. Once you identify how these things change, if the first variable increases by 1, you can look at what the second variable increases by, and in this case it's 2. So we're going to take n, and we're going to multiply it by this, what I call magic number, and that's a 2. So your cost is equal to 2n. Now, we're not done, but let's test this. 1 times 2 gives us 2, but we need a 3. In order to get that, we can actually add 1. So let's try that, see if that works. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1. Hey, it's 5. 3 times 2 is 6. Add 1, 7. 4 times 2 is 8. Add 1, it's 9. 5 times 2 is 10. Add 1, it's 11. So this actually works. So take this magic number, use that as a multiplier for the first variable, and then you're going to add or subtract at that point whatever you need to get to this final number that you're looking for. Once you've done that, test it. Make sure that it does work. So, without having to build this table out, we now have an expression, and we can actually use it to calculate any number of enlargements. So in this case, we're going to figure out 15. So we want to find out what the cost is for 15. So we're going to substitute the number 15 in for n, and then solve. That's the process. So cost is equal to 2 times 15, which is 30, plus 1. So the cost is equal to 31. So $31 then for 15 enlargements. That's the process. Now remember, this first variable has to increase by 1s for this system to work. Make sure that this is increasing by 1. Then figure out the difference here. That becomes your magic number. That's what you're going to use to multiply your first variable by. And then you'll add or subtract to get to where you need to go. That's the process. So, one last show you know, give it a go.